Welcome back to the Brick Abbey, continuing our build of Boba Fett's spaceship. Appreciate all the support on the channel. We've gotten great feedback since the channel has launched, and so the table noises should be more audible now. People seem to really like that, hearing the paper and everything else. I didn't know if that was going to be like a big hit. Apparently it was. So we have brought back table audio. So that means you might every once in a while hear some background noise from my home. Hopefully not. The studio's decently soundproofed, but you know, sometimes the kids can get loud. And the first thing we're going to do here is we're going to take our Mr. Boba Fett and we're going to build him. And there are some little pieces in this bag here that are designed for his helmet, like the little antenna thing on the side that he apparently uses to shoot rockets. So we'll get that on there in just a second. We'll get him sort of put together here. He's got a real grumpy face. He is not happy. Not a happy guy. At least not this minifig. And I thought that was really an interesting choice in the show. We're like, hey, that thing on the side looks super cool, and it has some function, apparently. It kind of surprised me. Kind of a one-shot deal, though. Alright, so they have it over here. There's like these little teeny holes. There we go. And it goes. Helmet on. There he is, our Mr. Boba Fett. They also want you to make his gun, which you attach one of the lightsabers to the front of it on the lower part. So you end up with that. And then he can hold it. There we go. Looking great. Looking great, Mr. Boba Fett. And then let's just go ahead and jump ahead to Mr. Mando here. With like literally his head is jet black. So he has no face. The helmet stays on. Which, you know, no spoilers, I guess. We don't want to spoil anything about it. I always feel like that's a weird one, you know, spoilers, where people get this far out from a show, you know, and they're still like worried about spoilers. Now, he doesn't get an antenna. I'm not giving him one. I've got extras, but we're not going to give him one. And he gets like a little blaster. There he is. Looking good, Mr. Mando. Okay, so I'm going to move the bag off cam. I'll let the minifigs stay. But we're going to get started here. And we don't have a lot of table space. We're going to have to really start to think about this going forward. We'll maybe do like a, you know, maybe we'll only do 1 or 2 bags at a time like it says to, but then we miss out on that great, I'll just cover these pieces, how about that? We miss out on that great organization. You know, the organization's so enjoyable. I didn't realize that the response to that was going to be so positive. You know, I've never done anything like this before, just sort of free talking and building. And, man, the response has just been awesome. So thank you to everybody who has jumped in and said, hey, I dig this. I've even had some people say they're not really into Legos. And they're like, bro, it's just such a chill vibe. And that's not, we weren't really trying to do anything in particular with the style. We were just sort of going, I tell you what, let's actually put the instructions dead center. That's going to be easier for me and my eyes. See, because you have to be able to compare color. As far as I can tell, They want dark gray little nubs on here, little studs, which you can't tell until you compare. Like, it's really difficult sometimes to tell which color they want you to use. That dark gray and that black, it looks the same sometimes. And then they want these nice corner pieces. These guys are nice to be on the outer edge. This particular piece has a lot of geometric shape to it. So it's probably going to be interesting how they achieve the various like angles. These little guys here. You can also see there's just tons of little pieces for this one. A lot of little studs out there. I feel like maybe I have the music louder than I typically do for these videos. I can't tell. I'm just going to bump it down to a 2 instead of a 3. We'll see if that's good. Okay, and then that can kind of weigh the page down. That's not bad. Okay, so we need these guys, and then we need 2 little arrows, and we need them to be slanting up like so. Okay. And do that. I need like a page clip thing to hold this down, these instructions down. Really wants to flip up on me. I like these pieces, these little vent pieces. I think they're so cool. That's one of the things. I was at a friend's house last night, and he had one of the really fancy Lego sets. Like, it's like a car. I think like a Porsche, maybe? And it's so cool to see all of the classic pieces sort of intermixed with the new ones that they have to create. Oh, these little lonely blues are getting used right away. Same with these lonely oranges. There weren't a lot of them. They're getting thrown in right away. I wasn't sure where those would end up. It's like I don't think you'd have them be on the exterior. They don't really match the color palette. And then it wants one of these for either side. Sort of follow that exterior slant. We're going to need to get a different one, though. Sometimes it's hard to tell because they're like identical pieces, but they're not quite identical. And then it wants another one of these underneath, like so. And then it wants these long ones here, just sort of up underneath, like that. There we go. Okay. Oh, we got some sticker action coming in. Now we got to be careful here. We don't want to get confused. Put the sticker on the wrong thing. Yep, that's not the right piece. It looks like we're going to do that kind. And it wants sticker number 4. And the gray pattern is on the bottom. Perfect. All right, stickers. You go back up there to your little home. And then this is going to help us build out the... Oops. Going to help us build that out there. Yeah, it's not quite connected yet. So that's what's one of those pieces that hasn't been secured to the main base. So now we're going to take the polar opposite. We're taking this side here. And we're going to use sticker number 3. There we go. Put that back over there. And yeah, we nailed that both times. I'm pretty satisfied with that. And we need a gray L. Well, 2 of them, I should say. And then we got these little guys here. Here we are connecting. Now these pieces won't be so flimsy. And then these guys are going to sort of complete that pattern, that outer slope that we got going on there. Not bad. Not bad. We are we're really enjoying also doing, if you haven't seen them yet, it is the Lego Advent Calendar videos. We're enjoying seeing those. Was that 2, 4, 6, 8, 7, 2, 4, 6, 8, 7, okay. 8, 7, yeah, I can count. 2, 4, 6, 8, 9. I don't know why I do that sometimes when you count on the evens and then you know that you're 1 away from the odd. I don't know why I went down. Counting's important, kids. Stay in school. I did stay in school, by the way. Okay, so this one's second. And then this one is, I think, like that. Yeah, there we go. And then it wants one of these oranges. It looks kind of like a torch in between these two. Okay. And then we need a piece underneath. That is one of these guys, one of these squares here. Okay. Grounding that. Oh, this thing apparently doesn't go through all the way. Now let's get this guy out of the way. We don't need him just yet. All right. Now we need one of these. Okay. Right beside there. And then, this is why the organization is so helpful. It is so not me, too. Like, my wife told me the first time I was putting together a piece, she's like, what are you doing? And I did it her way. And it was so satisfying. One of the great things about marriage, somebody so different than you comes along and has a perspective. She's done that before with stuff. We're like, how are we going to figure this thing out? Just flip it around this way, you know? Just that other perspective. And I don't think this channel would exist if it wasn't for that, you know? Her input on the one set that I was building, and then I enjoyed it so much that the next time I built a set for my son, I organized the pieces and took the picture and showed the stream, and my producer was like, bro, that's good content. What are you doing? I was like, what do you mean? All because my wife looked at what I was doing and said, you are doing that in a very unorganized way, because she's very, very organized. It's the opposite of me. I'm a hot mess. There we go. And then this will piece right in there. You don't always get to know directional impact that somebody has, you know, on your life, but that's one that I can trace rather easily. I know my vacancies, you know. And organization, boy oh boy is that one of them. Okay, looks like we're gonna go right underneath like that, and then this guy's gonna land right in the middle. Gotta be careful. We don't have a very sturdy structure right now. We're gonna get more of those sloping corners, which, there we go. I was like, where are they? Let's bring them over. There we go. And then these are angled like so on this little alcove that we've kind of made on the side. There we go. Okay, opposite side. Man, that's satisfying when you have like complementary pieces like that. And it looks as though we're going to be going right there. So a way to double check myself that I have the right one. Yeah, that ain't it. See? Nope, we're striking out here. There we go. Ta-da. There we go. That's why I did that. I thought I'm going to get this wrong. You know, it's a 50-50 shot. And don't take me to Vegas. You'll be like, put it all on black or red, and I would choose wrong. And no, you couldn't be like, well, I'll just choose the opposite of what you said. Because it would still know. It would smite you. The odds gods would smite you and say, no, we know what you're doing. And that guy's a strikeout. He doesn't, like whenever you go to plug your USB in, right? It's always wrong on the first try. Although I've learned the trick, like you look inside the USB for where the thicker part is, where the plastic is. And then you can look at the hole and you can see. But if you don't look, you're always going to get it wrong the first try. It's written. It's a law of nature somewhere. A law of nature that somehow applies to... I got nervous just now. I was like, where is the other red one? I'm going to have to pause the video and go find it. Nope, got it right here. All right, let's bring these guys over. And it looks like we're creating a little... I don't even know what you'd call this. Little bomb section back here or something. They're so bright. The red is so bright. And then this goes like there. Okay, and then this goes... Oh, I'm having some hard... It's like right up against it, so it's like it's hard to... Mm-hmm. Yep. I can't get it to go down. It does not want to. It's a rebellious little piece. There we go. Wait, no. Still not down. There we go. And that piece... He has an attitude problem. Okay. These are 3 slanters, and we're going to make a point at the back, but what are they sticking to? Yeah, I'm confused. There's nothing for them to grab onto. I mean, they fit there, but what in the tarnation? I think we're going to need to go to the next page. I think they're envisioning us... Yep, they're envisioning us like sitting it there and letting it stay put. So this is going to take some movement here. We're going to have to go like this. We're going to get these guys in place like so, and then leave them. They're not actually snapped to anything. And then we're going to bring in like that. And then we need the opposite now. Like that. And then there should be... It looks like a... I always want to call these guys alligators. I don't want that. That's an alligator piece, by the way. This is an alligator. That's an alligator. I don't know why. Maybe I had one when I was a kid and it was green. And it was an alligator. That's an alligator in my mind every time I see it. Okay. Oh wow. I can kind of see what we're doing here. This is the bottom of the ship. This is already kind of coming together. Moving at a good clip here. That's a long piece. There we go. It's going to be flush with the hole in the middle. There we go. A nice little stabilizer. we're going to keep ourselves flipped over here. And we're going to get some more, looks like some more stabilization going all the way down on that end. All the way down on that end. Wait, these are black. We need the dark gray. Like so. I might have the piece backwards. Nope. There we go. And then we do the thinner version. That doesn't seem right. Hang on. That doesn't seem right. No, that's right. That's the right piece. It's just not quite as flush as I expected it to be with the pieces above it. Oops, that's the wrong kind. Yeah, it's right. It just doesn't, it's not flush. You expect it to be flush. I'm going to double check the picture. Yeah, it's just that side not as flush. Oh, that would be why. Okay, one of the big pieces wasn't pushed all the way down. Okay, it is flush now. I was like, that does not look right. You can just tell the pieces typically go in such a satisfying way. It's like, this cannot be correct. Okay, so now what we're going to do is come right off of the rounded piece. And it looks like we're going along the edge here with these hinges. Okay. All right. That was a little awkward because all of the work was like right here on the binding, I guess you could say. Okay, so now we need, these guys are, wait, no, we're jumping ahead. Let's get the pieces first. General rule of thumb. Okay, and then, no, we need 4s. These are 3s. There's the 2 4s. There they are. These go down first. Like so. And then it looks like these are going to come in on top. Like that. Yep, no, that is right. Okay. Yep, right in the middle of the opening. Didn't feel right. It didn't feel right at first. It felt like it needed to be closer, but sometimes the perspectives in the book, they don't perfectly mirror your perspective, so it can look wrong for a split second. Okay. This is a cool piece here. It goes right there. And then these pieces, I'm not actually sure. These little guys here. Little eye, like little eyes or something. And they're going to go. Well, that doesn't seem. Yeah, the spacing doesn't seem right there. Yep, it's because the spacing's not right. Yep. It was so close to that edge. I've got that part is none of this stuff's oriented properly. These hinges here, because it was right on that, right on the hinge of the book, right in the binding. I oriented everything a little bit too high. Should be a quick fix though. So these pieces, we can orient off of these little eyeball guys. So they come up, and then this should only be a half a circle away. Like so. There we go. So let's shift everything. We'll have to shift everything down. Just a touch. It's one of those things where it's just typically what you would do is you'd have no problem seeing your book, but I'm sitting at an angle. I'm sitting at an angle where I can't quite lay out the book flat and see the whole thing because there's pieces all over the table. Okay, and then this is, man, I gotta tell you, I can't tell. What is that flush to? Okay, so it's flush in between the two, like so. Like that. And then the next piece looks like it goes out by one. Yep, and rests on that edge. Okay. And then these guys come in. And they go right down to the edge of that square. Crisis averted. I immediately knew something was wrong. I was like, those pieces are not that far away. So now it looks like we get to make something cool. Get these little orange guys going. And take these guys. Flip them over. And create what look like, almost like engine pieces. And these go, looks like right there with like a slight overlap. I'm trying to orient the, yeah, I think that's right. Okay. There we go. Yep. Perfect. Oops. Oh, hey, I need one of those. It knew. That piece knew. He said, it's my time to shine, baby. I'm going to jump up on the stage. 2, 4, 6, 8. 2, 4, 6, 8. Yeah, that's what these ones are. All right. So it looks like we're making 2 of these. And then we are putting it like so. Hey, look at that. Lines up rather nice. And then it wants a 3 piece, see, right in the middle, like so. And then once these little 2 wings, we'll call them. And these guys are getting added. Real easy to see where they go. There's like open spots for them. Always kind of interesting when you come behind a piece and you sort of see, you know, those things underneath that sort of add to that. Let's grab this. Let's grab 2 of these. And let's put these right there. Right where they belong. And we need 2 of these guys. And they're going to come. Let me flip it so that it looks right to my brain knew what to do. I was like, wait a minute, hang on, let me double check myself. We already made one mistake today. So, listen, I'm not Bob Ross. I can't call that a happy little accident. It's just a mistake. But that's all right. Because that's the beauty of Legos. A mistake is so easily rectified. I tell you what. Yep. This is a perfect final. These are the final 2 steps we're going to end with right here, because now we're getting into building something else. And I just looked up and I saw the time. So what we're going to do is we're going to grab one of these half circle guys. And then it looks like we have 2 of these hinge builders. Like it's the first half of a hinge. And let's flip ourselves back over here so that we can put that right there. And then these guys are almost on the edge of that. Just like so. And oh, look at this. 6 of these orange. It's like on graduation where you're telling yourself, don't trip, don't trip, don't trip. Whenever I'm grabbing these little guys, I'm like, don't drop them, don't drop them. Because like on the video, it's like I have to pause the video, figure out where the little guy went. Because they are, they travel a great distance in a short time. There we go. That, it looks like a kind of like a face. But you can see we're building the bottom. We are building that bottom portion of Boba Fett's ship. And we made it pretty far. 50 steps and a nice little 30-minute video for you. I hope you guys are enjoying the Brick Abbey, and I hope you like having that table mic back. We appreciate all the support. Be sure to check out the shorts, the other series, and the other videos on the channel. We'll see you in the next one.